guys, welcome back to my channel. We just got our groceries delivered. We kind of stocked up on some water and toilet paper and paper towels and maybe some sanitizer just in case. And the kids are actually playing in the backyard right now. Mark's out there with them. I have some regular cleaning up to do, but I also want to organize this closet today. Well, probably that table too. This is the closet underneath our stairs. I really don't even want to show it to y'all. It is so bad, but here we go anyway. It is full of who knows what. Obviously a vacuum cleaner that needs to be emptied out. All kinds of random school papers. It's super embarrassing, but it's also just, you know, my life right now. So I'm gonna go through this whole thing today in addition to a ton of other stuff, and I'm actually gonna use this closet to store all of our extras like our paper towels, our toilet paper, water, all of that type of stuff, because it will fill up our pantry if we do that. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna do a ton of other cleaning. So I hope this brings y'all tons of motivation.
I'm going out with you tonight. Are you close to here? I'm feeling down, I don't know why. No, it's so surreal. Think I want you here. Oh, 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 oh. I don't ask for much. No, I don't need that much, yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Though I want your touch. Baby, you're so high, stay. I don't mind a little crazy. But baby, you're so high, stay. We don't need to go on a fast. I need this night to last. So, you are like me, wanna be free like a summer night. I'm feeling down, I don't know why. What an alibi. But I'm glad you're here. Oh, 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 oh.
I actually filmed this video yesterday, and my cleaning, I feel like, was here, there, and everywhere, kind of like my kids were. They were in and out of the house, and Kate had a birthday party. But sometimes cleaning cannot just be super straightforward, like I'm gonna do this and then I'm gonna do this. Sometimes you just have to clean what you see in front of you. That's why I just swept the crumbs on the floor randomly underneath the counter. Just kind of how it works for me some days, especially when all my kids are home. But I will say, I feel like I got so much done, and even looking back to how my house looked at the beginning of this day versus how it looked at the end of the day is satisfying for even me, and I'm the one who did the cleaning and organizing.
Slow it down. Baby, you're so high, stay. I don't mind a little crazy. But baby, you're so high, stay. We don't need to go on a fast. I need this night to last. Baby, you're so high, stay. I don't mind a little crazy.
I also just wanted to add, I know some of the organizing I do for my pantry is extra, but it makes me happy and it's not hurting anybody. So I figured, why not do this if it helps clear my mind and helps me start off my week fresh and prepared. And sometimes you just have to do the things that make you happy as long as it's not hurting anyone else.
I don't know who you are. I don't know what you've been through. Why you got scars. Since you walked through the door, I've been trying to reach you, 'cause I feel you. What's the story to tell? What's the story behind the mountain you're trying to climb? Think I've heard it before in a movie line. We can write our own ending this time. I wanna say no, but I cannot lie. I'm so curious about your life, but you're a stranger trying to hide. What I see is not you, don't deny. I wanna see the rest of you tonight. Some of you and only one is for real. You spin me around and you make me
We try to do a pretty big grocery order every single weekend to go ahead and get almost all the stuff that we need for the week. And I always use that as a time to go ahead and clean out my refrigerator and just get rid of anything that's old and kind of get it back organized for the week. I also use these days as a time to prep all my fruit, which you'll see me do here in a minute. We actually didn't buy tons and tons of fruit. I think I'm going to go out and get some more tomorrow. But the fruit that I do get, I like to go ahead and prep because it's so easy for my kids just to grab it for a healthy snack. So this is kind of random, but I'm just sitting here thinking about it while I'm editing this video. But I've seen so much going around about the coronavirus and people freaking out and then people getting annoyed by people freaking out about it. And I think the way that I feel is you can still trust God that He's going to provide and going to keep you safe, and also prepare for the what ifs. And that's kind of where Mark and I are. Also, we think it's kind of fun to prep for stuff like that. I don't know why, but I always feel like I wonder how I would survive if there was like a situation where you had to stay home for weeks and weeks and like quarantine yourself. I don't know why. Anyways, I think it all happened because Mark and I had a date night scheduled for Friday night and our babysitter canceled, so we stayed home and had a date night in. And we were going to watch a movie, but instead of doing that, we started ordering all these groceries and ordering a ton of stuff on Amazon. And more than anything, it was just fun to prep. Like, we're not sitting here freaking out about anything, but there's nothing wrong with preparing for the what ifs. It's just my opinion.
On it goes, swinging down in life, you know, breathing on it for a minute, yeah. Hey, would you rather stay right here, make everything disappear? Could play my favorite song, put your rose-colored glasses on. What if we stay right here, make everything disappear? Lay low in the beach's sun, put your rose-colored glasses on. Everybody's business. Why don't we all calm down? Why don't we all calm down? I think I'm the wrong size. Not enough room for everybody's egos. Why don't we all calm down? Why don't we all calm down? On and on it goes, round and round the rodeo. Breathing out air for a minute, taking my time to begin with. On and on it goes, swinging down in life, you know, breathing out air for a minute, yeah. Hey, would you rather stay right here, make everything disappear? Can play my favorite song, put your rose-colored glasses on. What if we stay right here, make everything disappear? Lay low in the beach's sun, put your rose-colored glasses on. sipping on the rocks. Citrus in our beverages, citrus in our beverages. Show only the good sides. Always pretty smiles are covering her faces. You know it is all lies. You know it is all lies. Hey, would you rather stay right here? Make everything disappear. You play my favorite song. Would you rather...
This little gray strainer that I'm washing right now is actually from IKEA. I know I've been asked about that before, and I love them so much. I think I bought 4 of them. You know, everything from IKEA is so cheap. And they work really well when you're trying to wash a bunch of fruits and veggies. Our pantry has been needing some attention for a while, and I don't think I've ever shared this with y'all, but when we first moved into our house, we didn't have any of the shelving in here. We just had like the wire shelves that everything falls through, and it just was not working for me for a pantry space. So we got the person who made our dining room table to make shelves, and he actually installed them in the pantry. And I love them so much. They're such a lifesaver. Nothing falls through the cracks or anything like that. So I actually really enjoy organizing my pantry, but sometimes if I go grocery shopping too many times and just throw stuff in there, it piles up like this and doesn't look good. But it felt really good to get things organized again.
We still work through the doubt, yeah, nothing can put out our glow. My back against the ropes, I got nowhere to go. I'm looking down the slope, I gotta strike a blow. 'Cause practice makes perfect, you know. This struggle got purpose and we grow. So whatever road we have to take next, all I need to know is that we'll roll with the punches. We'll roll with the punches. We'll roll with the punches.
On the run from my given disaster, speed away from the holy mind, pride. I swear I never thought it would matter if I'm gone by now. All my weakness keep on linger on repeat like it will be my favorite song. Oh, I know I should be moving on, but you got me good. You got me good.
Sometimes I have a hard time organizing spaces like this because I'm not saying I have OCD or anything like that, but I have a touch of something to where I feel like I just want things to look perfect. And it's not for anybody else. It's literally for me. I've always been this way, but I don't know, sometimes it can cause a problem when I get to organize a space this big and where there's all kinds of random stuff in here and it's not ever going to look perfect. Is anybody else like that, to where it's a little bit overwhelming? But I mean, obviously you just have to do the best you can and accept it. And I know some people would look at this space and say, what are you talking about? It looks perfect. And then some of y'all will understand what I'm saying. Like, not every jar size is the same. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, but that's just kind of how I feel.
I swear I never thought it would matter if I'm gone by now. All my weakness keep on linger on repeat like it will be my favorite song. Oh, I know I should be moving on, but you got me good, you got me good. I keep on driving till it bends, still it feels like I pretend. Keep on driving along the road to never end.
This is another area of our home that I have needed to tackle for a while, especially this shelf, like the top of our mud bench. It has just collected all kinds of stuff, and I throw stuff up there if I don't want the kids to touch it or whatever. So I pulled all that stuff down, wiped down the shelf that seriously needed to be wiped, and I went through everything and put it where it needed to go. I don't know why it's taken me so long to do that. I think I just kind of try not to look up there and not even think about it, but it makes a huge difference when this area is cleared out and it has only the stuff in it that we need in there versus all this extra stuff. It feels so refreshing to walk through the store. It's crazy. So I'm so glad that I did it.
I can't help myself from feeling all alone, but you got me good, but you got me good. My heart is at war with my thoughts. Oh, and I don't know which side is better. I try to connect all the dots.
It has been raining for months here in Georgia. It is crazy. We have not seen the sunshine really at all since, I don't know, maybe November. And we are having a couple days of sunshine, which has been so wonderful. So my kids have been playing outside and playing with all their ride-on toys. But unfortunately, the rain is coming back, I think, in like 2 days. And I feel like it's here to stay again. But while it's out, we are forcing our kids to go outside. Most of the time they want to, but even when they don't, we're forcing them to be outside because it's so good for them.
Can I find your love that don't cut like paper, babe? Either come close or stay away. Oh, this words are echoing inside of me. I don't wanna lead you astray. Well, give me clarity so I can see. You could fit into my life when it's daylight and it's night. I would give away my soul, but is it worth it? I don't know. I don't know.
A little bit of time had passed in the day, and Mark was just about to take 3 of the kids to go to Papa John's to pick up some pizza for dinner, and Kate said that she wanted to stay behind with me and help clean, which is just so like her. But I took all of the coats from the mudroom and brought them over here just because they take up so much space on the hooks in there, and I just hung them in this front entryway closet because the cold weather is not completely done here in Georgia, but for the most part, it's not so freezing cold that they need their heavy coats, and this is just a good way to kind of hide them. But Kate was helping me take some toys upstairs too.
without any warning. We're sucking up the oxygen. The room is getting smaller. We always have it coming, like animals who like to bite, tasting our disaster. 20-something seconds go on and on. 20-something seconds go.
I felt very overwhelmed when I opened this closet up, and I'm sorry some of these clips are blurry, but I was just unloading everything from here, putting it out in the entryway to take upstairs. And I just like to start with a fresh and clean slate, and even though it causes more chaos before it's clean, it's always so worth it to get it done. But y'all, I think if I hadn't said at the beginning of this video that I was going to tackle this closet today, it would have been so easy for me just to ignore it and never get it done. So I just wanted to thank y'all for helping hold me accountable and for being the reason why I do get stuff done. I know y'all say that I help motivate you, but y'all really motivate me to get things done, and I love to be a person of my word. When I say I'm going to do something, I like to get it done. So that is why I said that at the beginning of the video. I knew I had to hold myself to it.
20-something seconds go on and on. 20-something seconds go. I'm not ready for darkness. I'm not ready for darkness. I know we can do better. I'm not ready for darkness. If we promise to hold on and to never let go. I'm not ready for darkness. I'm not ready for darkness. Hey, hey, if we promise to hold on and to never let go. I'm not ready for darkness. I'm not ready for. I'm not ready for darkness. I'm not ready for darkness. I know we can do better. I'm not ready for darkness. If we promise to hold on and to never let go. I'm not ready for darkness. I'm not ready for darkness.
Okay, here's how everything looks in here. Sorry if you hear my laundry going in the background. And no, I am not just doing this closet because of the coronavirus. Like, I've wanted to stockpile or just have a good backup supply of things for a while now. And we kind of do typically have a good bit of extra toilet paper and paper towels in the pantry, but it was taking up so much space. So I figured if this closet was only being used for like who knows what, and all kinds of junk was just piled in here, might as well take that all out. We're slowly taking everything upstairs, and I'm in the process of organizing everything in the big closet in the girls' room. Hang on one second, I'll flip this around. Okay, sorry, I had to sit down. It's been a really long day, but really good. But what I was saying is we've taken most of the stuff. There's still a few more things in the entryway, but we've taken most of the stuff upstairs. And there's going to be just a total overhaul of everything upstairs. Actually, we were talking to the kids today about possibly wanting to switch rooms around. If you have watched my house tour, you kind of know exactly how everything is laid out upstairs. But we were kind of thinking that there might be a time that the girls want their own bedrooms. We talked to them about it, and I think they actually really enjoy sharing, but the idea of something new is also fun. So we might be moving the girls over to the boys' room and try out the boys sharing a room together. But in the meantime, I would love to just try out the boys sharing a room in one of their current rooms to see how it works. and have maybe the girls sleep in the other one of the boys' rooms, so just like 2 and 2 for now, and then take everything out of, we have a huge storage closet on the other side of the girls' room that you have to walk through their room to get to it. I would love to just take like the next week or two and fully go through everything in there, because if you thought this was a disaster, this closet under the stairs, that closet is 100 times worse. And I don't even know how we're gonna get to everything. I'm going to get it done, and I'm going to tackle it and film it, because I really need y'all to help keep me motivated to stay on that, because I want to get it done so badly. But I kind of think switching the rooms around upstairs will help get that moving a little bit faster. So I don't know, we'll see. We'll talk about it some more over the next few days and see what the kids want to do. I think they're gonna want to switch around just because it's exciting, but Max told us that he was very nervous to share a room with Bo, and I probably would be too. So anyways, I did get a ton done today. As usual, I got a ton of laundry done, and I didn't film every single bit of it, but I'm just so happy I got that closet like cleaned out, you know? Even though today's video was like random things that were cleaned, I hope it still brought y'all some motivation. And I just kind of wanted to have a sit down for a second and like keep y'all updated on, I guess, what I'm doing. I know this isn't my vlogging channel, but I just like to keep people in the know. So Mark is actually at Buffalo Wild Wings right now watching the fights, like UFC fights with some friends. So I'm going to, what time is it? It's 11:35. I'm gonna drop all this footage and start to edit it so I can get it up for y'all tomorrow. But I really appreciate y'all watching. I love you guys so much, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.